Hello. In this video, we are going to configure the switch. This is my new home network that I'm actually changing, adapting, um, upgrading, let's say. And the tasks that we have been tasked to perform are listed here. It is mainly to prepare the switch in order to connect the internet as depicted here, connect the wireless controller over a port channel, port 21, 22. The wireless controller later in its configuration will be placed, the management will be in the VLAN 100 and, and will receive the following IP address. VLAN 100 is for management. This is what will be configuring in this video, and also configure VLAN 200 for internet. So let's start right away. Um, just kind of note that those are only a simple portion of the configuration. We keep it simple. We in this video we'll just configure what we need in order to uh, be able to reach the switch over either telnet or SSH. So we'll keep pretty simple. So this switch not configured, as you can see here. We will say no, we will enter. What we will first do is to make the switch ready for SSH connectivity. For that, we need to first assign a host name. We will call it pure minus switch minus C3750. So we configure the IP domain name. If you're not familiar with this command, don't be stressed. We will go through those commands in the later video. Feel free to ask any question, either using the comment, or you can send me an email if anything is unclear to you. Pr.local. Without those parameters I'm configuring right now, you will not be able to access the switch over SSH. But then it will be accessible, but then SSH not. Authentication, login, default, local. We will go for the username, admin, privilege, we'll say 15, secret, so that it will not be in clear text in the configuration. Let me put my secret right here and I will come back. 0. I will also configure directly I can show you before I configure it, the enable secret. I have to enter the secret right now. So I also configure the enable secret. So now we'll configure the crypto key generation. Key generate RSA general key modulus. Let's go for 1024. Okay, all those were only for SSH. Now, let's start with this section here, right here. This port should be inserted to VLAN 200 and will get IP address 254 under the subnet that is displayed here. I put the red because internet. So VLAN 200, name 1 connection. The name was here 1. I put a connection into it. interface VLAN 200 IP address 192.168.1.254. The mask 255.255.255.0. No IP proxy out, no IP redirect. Okay, and no shot. The port is port, which port was that? Port 24. Show IP interface in brief. Too fast. Brief. Port 24. Int 24. Switch port mode access. Switch port access VLAN 200. So, and then we go for VLAN 100. Name is management. In this VLAN, we will have the access point, the wireless controller, management port for the wireless controller will be in that VLAN, and port 13 to 15 in that VLAN. But int, I'll go for the range. Here I configure this port as a single port. Here I will go for the range command, which allow me to configure many port at the same time. Port 13 to 15, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 100. Kindly note that we are not addressing the spanning tree point here and so on. So we'll address that later. Show run interface VLAN 100. Is that already configured? Do show run. No, it's not. Interface VLAN 100. The command interface. Okay, it's normal IP address. The IP should be 10.10.100.255.255.255.0. No IP proxy. No IP redirect. Do show run int VLAN 100. Okay, it is configured. Now, is it possible for me to reach that from my PC? You can see here that I'm pinging this IP address from my PC. It's reachable, meaning we can test the SSH. If everything is configured, I'm using here PuTTY 10.10.100.254. Let's do one more thing. Let's say that we're going to use SSH version 2. Come on. Before IP SSH version 2. And IP SSH source interface is VLAN 100. Okay. Okay, let's try if it's working or not. Did I put the not working? Do show run what's missing? Let's do some troubleshooting right away. Okay. Let's say, is PuTTY working or not? I mean, is Telnet working? Let's check. Okay, Telnet is working. Admin. Okay, Telnet is working right there. Why is PuTTY not working? I'm not getting a 10.10.100.254. Let's open again. Yes, what is working? What was wrong? So I'm getting that message that I have to confirm the certificate and so on. And I'm right here, admin. There we go. So here, the last thing that we have to configure is we can even configure it from here if you want, but let's keep here because I changed the, I think it's more visible for you here. This port should be going to the wireless controller and should be in a port channel. As you can see here, do show is a channel summary. We don't have any port channel here. Int range will go to port 21 to 22. Channel group 1 mode on, not mode active. So we will see the different Y mode on, mode active, LCP, PAGP, and so on later. So interface port channel 1, switch port trunk encapsulation.asq, switch port mode trunk description connection to pure WLC. Do show run interface PO1. This is interface. The interface PO1 do show run interface was the port that we configured, the 21 to 22. Let's see, it's configured and do show is a channel summary. Is that not good? Look at this. The port channel are there. Why is one port already up here? It should normally be down because the wireless controller is not configured so far. But it is connected there, but should normally be down because on the wireless controller side, I haven't configured the port channel yet. But now it is saying up. I don't know why. We'll check the wireless controller in the next video. Normally it should be down. But let's check the wireless controller. As I mentioned in the last video, those equipment I purchased them over internet. Maybe the wireless controller has been delivered or is it configured? I don't know, but we will check. This is my first time starting them, booting them, and let's look at the wireless controller at the next video. And hope you keep tuned and share for anyone who is building also his home network or any task at a job in the industrial environment. Those are pretty simple steps that you do to configure those things. And from that, we will later also make video for troubleshooting. If you have an issue, you saw how the way how I was checking things, SSH was not working, and where I start looking at things why it's not working. So let's move to the next video to configure the wireless controller side. The switch, we go through all the steps mentioned here. Now we will move to the configuration of the wireless controller to make it reachable over the LAN of IP to be able to make SSA. Because after then, the equipment is all just right on my side. I don't know if you are hearing the noise here, and my microphone is actually not the best one. By the way, if you have a suggestion, a recommendation, please put in the comment which microphone you could recommend me. As I say, I'm still building the channel. It's quite new with no preparation at all. So we'll be building it together through your question, your input. We will help people to interest more and more in this glorious environment, IT network. Thank you. Bye bye.